YouTube, Kurt Curtis. Today I'm going to be going over the preview for 2023 WWE Prizm. I'm actually kind of excited for this. I know last year was the first year for Prizm WWE, and stuff kind of got out of control. Boxes shortly after release were at $1,000 and then went up as high as $1,500, and then they slowly just declined, and now they're like affordable. So I don't think that's going to happen again. We'll see. It should just stay normal. Based on what I've seen here, which I'm going to show you guys some pictures of the cards, I'm looking forward to this. I like the design, and I'm actually more excited this year than I was for it last year. But yeah, let's go over it. First up, we got like the base card design, the vertical cards. Here we have an example of 1 of 1, and this one is Karrion Kross, so that's what the base card should look like. And obviously that's the black 101. I like this design. It's clean. I like it better than last year's design, so it's pretty cool. Next up, we got an example of the horizontal base cards. Here we have Cody Rhodes. This is a cool looking card. For me, I'm not a huge fan of the horizontal cards. It's not a make or break. It's not like if it's horizontal, I don't want it, but I just prefer like a vertical card. So it is what it is. I know with Prizm they have horizontal cards. It's just part of it. At least the ones we get here are pretty cool looking. Next up, we got a Becky Lynch, and this has some like the disco design, which is really cool because they didn't have that last year. So I'm pretty excited for this. I'm glad they're changing it up. It's not going to be the same color parallels for everything. I really like this disco design, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what all the parallels are going to be, because, you know, with Prizm, it's basically full of color. And checklist isn't out. It should be out any day now. It could even be dropped today. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing all the different parallel variations that are going to be released with this. So it should be pretty cool. Next up, we got Hollywood Hulk Hogan disco card as well. I'm not sure what they're going to call these exactly with the different colors and all that. This one looks really cool. Hollywood Hulk Hogan's sick. Like I definitely want to get this card. Pretty cool looking. Next up, we got Legends of the Hall. Appears to be black and white. Are all these cards going to be black and white? We'll see. Got a Piper here, so cool looking card. Next up, we got the Prismatic Entrances insert. They did do this last year. These cards are pretty cool looking, and I feel like they're kind of slept on. Like, not a lot of people talk about them. I like these, so looks like they're bringing that back, which I'm fine with. Next up, we got Ring Royalty, and this one is of Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is the moment where basically I think Stone Cold was like born at the King of the Ring when he won, when he said Austin 316 says, "I just whooped your ass," after he beat Jake the Snake. This is that moment. That's a sick card. I'm curious to see what other wrestlers are going to be in this Ring Royalty like subset, but this one for sure, really cool looking. Looking forward to that. And of course, we got the Color Blast inserts. You should know these are extremely rare. Extremely rare. So this is like one of the main chases of the product, and they're definitely bringing that back. Obviously, here we have an example of Triple H. I'm curious to see who they put in this subset. I think last year's only had like 10. I could be wrong, but I think it was like 10 different Color Blasts. And they typically had the bigger name stars, so I assume they're going to do the same, but we'll see who they end up putting in there. And then for the autos, we got the throwback signatures. This one is Batista, and they say it's a tribute to the 2012 Prizm design. I like this. Looks clean. Pretty cool. Like I said, a lot of this is just looking forward to the checklist to see everybody that's going to be in it. But for what we get here, that looks cool. Next up, we got the Iconic Rivalries dual autos. These are sick. I mean, here we have the example as Undertaker and Mankind. These are sick, but I mean, they're so hard to pull, and these are like out of my price range. I don't have any cards like this. I wish I could, but I mean, these are sick when you just got two just like legends that had like good rivalries, and you got both of them on one card with both their autos. Just so cool, but very hard to get. Sensational signatures. This one is Cora Jade, and they kind of switched it up. The signature, the sticker is on top rather than the bottom. Nice little change up. I don't mind that. Yeah, Cora Jade no longer a rookie, so that's kind of interesting. This will be second year cards. I'm curious about the rookie class for this year, which will be starting here because it's the first 2023 product. Last year was just loaded with rookies because just so many people didn't have cards before. It's like, how many rookies are actually going to be this year's class? Like, I know there's a few I can think off the top of my head, but like, it's definitely, don't think it's going to be as big as last year. Last year's was crazy. So that'll be fun to look forward to. See who ends up being in there. And then we got Hobby Box. You're going to be getting 2 autos, 22 prisms, and 12 inserts. And then they're doing a new thing called the undercard box, which is kind of like a mini Hobby Box, but not a blaster. I'm sure they're still going to do blasters, but last year's Prizm blasters were just, they were pretty bad. It was so hard to pull anything from them. It almost wasn't even worth getting them. But this undercard box is pretty interesting. Maybe someone with a cheaper budget that wants to get something better than a blaster but can't afford the Hobby Box. This is pretty cool. They're going to have 1 auto, 18 inserts, and 1 base variation in these boxes. And I believe the packs have like 9 cards instead of 12, a little bit less, something like that. But yeah, that's going to do it. Like I said, checklist should be dropping very soon. I'm very curious to see all the different parallels that are going to be in this set. Probably not going to have time to do a video about the checklist because it'll be dropping very soon. But yeah, looking forward to this. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.